Hello everybody and welcome to episode 23 of Baldur's Gate 3, and we are here still in the Sharran Gauntlet with one quick note. I did do a quick inventory pass on everybody just to sort of get some consolidation and do some of that off stream. Try to spend as little time in there as we can. I don't remember if we read this plaque.
Her most vaunted treasure.
Definitely not. And which way? Oh boy. Which way did we come in? Probably from down here, I assume. All right. So, yes, sorry, I'm just getting my bearings because we're going to be exploring what is sort of presented as a combination puzzle combat challenge labyrinth thing, and I want to make sure that we're heading in a good direction. Now, when we came down here, I took note of there's a ghoul scout. So, I'm expecting to see some more ghouls as we explore down here. But that's, of course, one of several reasons why we have Shadowheart of our... Oh, hold on. This book might help us out.
Countless initiates walked these halls once, seeking to become dark justiciars. I will follow in their path. I will succeed.
You know, why don't we have Shadowheart read this? The Gauntlet of Shar, from where an army of dark justiciars shall rise and join battle against those who shun her embrace. It is said that in the name of this most sacred of sites has two meanings. It is said that the name of this most sacred of sites has two meanings. Firstly, it is a series of trials that Lady Shar's initiates must surpass if they are to join her most vaunted ranks. Secondly, it represents the most martial facet of the Night Singer's embrace, the armored fist that shall crush her foes but gently cradle those who serve her. Initiates cannot advance to Lady Shar's final test until they have earned the rite of passage. Each trial shall yield an umbral gem. Each gem shall bring the victor closer to the Night Singer. Now, the Night Singer is my goal here, but wow. Language and names. Literally the person I just switched to. We've got Alyssa, we've got Halsin, we've got Lae'zel, and... completely escaping me right now. But her goal is to be a Dark Justiciar. And I'm looking at all of this to figure out, do Dark Justiciars need to blind themselves? Do they need to mutilate themselves in some way? Because, look, this isn't my character's religion or her belief structure. This is not the cause that she would dedicate herself to, but to Shadowheart. There we go. For Shadowheart, this seems really important to her. So I don't know if it's a good idea at all, but I'm not here to tell her no, I guess. Once the way is clear, the final sacrifice beckons, and spilled Selûnite blood shall herald the rise of a new Dark Justiciar. Now, that is something that Shadowheart directly addressed near the end of the previous episode, which was, oh, come on, it can't just be a regular Selûnite, person. It's got to be like a monster or something. We'll see, because there are... I know it doesn't feel like it a lot of the time, but I would really like to be chaotic good. I want to be the good character, and running around murdering everybody just for convenience doesn't feel very much like that. So I'm hoping that it doesn't come down to, okay, this just turned red, which probably means I'm in danger. Soft step trial. Well, I'm going to bet that red means that we can't go back to camp. Right. So if I was in a soft step trial, I would probably want to have Astarion along. So why don't we go right back out? I'm going to bounce back to camp and see if we can get somebody with a softer step. I feel like the goal is simply to get to the end. It's at least possible that if Shadowheart herself does not do it, then it doesn't count. Sacrificial bowl. Let's go take a look at this. We are in full-on sneak mode.
The bowl contains an ancient rust-colored blood stain. It forms a neat disc, as if spilled calmly and willingly.
Well, Shadowheart should really do that. Let's look at the statue.
Reach the other side to receive my gift.
So he can do that without too much difficulty. I mean, 20 is not nothing. It might take a couple attempts. Reach the other side is what it says. We can see some scratch marks back here. Saw step trial key. I bet you with like a potion of gaseous form we could just flow through that, but there's probably going to be another way. What I'm not seeing right now is a lot of menace. Like, there's skeletons and stuff, but I don't know. They seem particularly passive. Right away, Shadowheart sliced into the palm of her hand to bleed into that bowl, and Lady Shar was like over the spirit radio or whatever, like, what the? It's gross. What are you doing? Stop that. Button opens that door. Lever crosses those walls. I guess we could leave the walls open over. And they go through, and we could just leave them there. Boy, that's so weird. Oh, the thing we didn't do. We never bled into the cup. All right, let's give that a shot, but it's definitely going to be Shadowheart. Did every other thing. I completely forgot about this.
The bowl contains an ancient... You recognize this as a trial where initiates would prove themselves to Lady Shar. This one would put their skills of stealth and infiltration to the test.
And that's going to get all over the inside of your glove as well.
They can remain unseen and can still obtain what they want.
Stealth
is a virtue derived from her very essence.
I hear something. Well, now I feel like an idiot for turning on all the lights. Let's send Astarion in on his own.
Have to keep low.
Okay, but let's use Astarion on his own.
Radio note.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. There's shadows lurking around. I guess my concern is that... Okay, so we do see the red people, or the red things. So this guy comes down, he goes in there, he comes over here, he does go over here, right? And then he does look down this way. Actually, I think he comes down this way. And then I keep thinking that on his way back is when I might want to start following in his wake. So maybe I don't want to get too close, but maybe we could turn off a couple of these torches. Hopefully they won't notice, but I feel like dark is better than not. And then we'll end turn for everybody. Okay, but go to Shadowheart. So we've got one person there, and as far as I can see, nobody up ahead, like nobody's watching this area. So we're gonna go for it, straight shot. And then can we do a dash? Okay, Shadowheart.
Can't afford any mistakes.
And then we can shoot right up here. My only concern is that I don't know who or what else might be up here. So we're gonna just come up and around. And then go there. And then we're gonna dash again. And get here into the chamber. Hopefully that's enough. Okay, we did something.
It hurts.
Wait, hold on. Mysterious Sharran wound. Your old wound is racking your body with an intense, mysterious pain, but it doesn't even have a penalty. Okay, let's go here. And we did it! So we're going to go back into group mode and take it out of turn-based mode and then turn off group hide. And now we got our thing. Okay. That took a minute, and so I just want to acknowledge it took me a while to work out exactly when I wanted to go. I'm gonna be straight up. If I had failed that, I probably would have reloaded because I kind of want to do this section, but I'm still glad that we got to do it on our first try. So let's F5 it. And now her infinite mercy, or whatever it is.
Her most hallowed mercy.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Self-same trial.
I'll take this way.
Another bowl bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering. Another of Lady Shar's trials that her initiates must face. This one would challenge their combat prowess.
Vanquish your old life to receive my wisdom.
Oh, the self-same trial. What do you want to bet? It's a mirror image of Shadowheart or maybe everybody in the party, like an evil doppelganger. So last time we got a lot of benefit from sort of casing the joint and moving all the levers and stuff beforehand. So let's see if we can do that now. I'm thinking, so here's our ideas. We send Shadowheart down there by herself. The other three people stay up here, and then we have the high ground on whatever enemies show up. The downside to that plan is that then Shadowheart is on her own. And we're on our own without Shadowheart here. Why don't we try it? Let's give it a shot. I'm going to F5 it. I'm going to say that this is not a story choice so much as it a combat encounter, and we've lost combats before. We'll send Shadowheart on her own. Solo quest.
My faith protects me.
Oh, and we did finish Season 1 of Reacher. Just great all the way through. Believe the hype. You know, Jab, I think, knows this, but for anybody else, finish the season, big thumbs up, super enjoyed it.
Bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering.
Okay.
Another of Lady Shar's trials that her initiates must face. This one would challenge their combat prowess.
Teaches us that we are our own worst enemy much of the time. Her embrace will elude us until we shed that which holds us back.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for, like, where's the fight? Like, you know that's going to be the thing that initiates it. Oh, hold on. Ambushing, are they? Well, oh, look. It's human female. Look who it is. Ish. It's evil me. And then we've got evil Lae'zel. Well, eviler Lae'zel. And then over here we've got Halsin. And then... So where's Shadowheart? Or is she the final boss? So, here's what I want to do. I want to go into turn-based mode. And we're going to go up here. I don't know why... Oh, because of where we are. Wait a second. It's evil Shadowheart. She's right here. I feel like we found her. So why don't we have Lae'zel run over here and beat me to death? Also, hold on, we could... That is absolutely not what I meant, Lae'zel, and you know it.
One true way.
So Lae'zel just took a swipe at my character in real life because I clicked on her portrait. It was my fault. Well, I guess we're gonna do this now. So 35%. Nah, let's go ahead and turn him into his wild shape. Now, he just got access to Saber-Tooth Tiger, which we've never done, and shredding armor would be very helpful against evil Lae'zel. Also, like, so do they have our gear? They do! You guys, I wonder if you can cheese the shit out of this by, like, taking off her adamantium armor. Body's difficult to manipulate. It can be shoved, pulled, or thrown. Intense adamantine backlash. So we want to maybe be careful against hitting evil Lae'zel with melee. Oh boy. Yeah, it turns out my characters are pretty good. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch into Saber-Tooth Tiger mode. Now, if I go down here, do we, this does not provoke an attack of opportunity. So let's go kill... Oh, that's if they're prone. I don't know if I have the ability to make them prone. Shred armor. For 2 turns. How often can you do this? This doesn't say anything about once per turn or anything like that. Alright, go shred armor.
I must be without mercy.
And do we get a second attack? Okay, and then that's his turn.
Can't stay idle.
Too dark, darn it. And now I don't want to use the specialty arrows because we'd also hit Halsin. 42%. 56% against Lae'zel. And then Evil Halsin is 64%. I think that I like that the best. So, yeah, why don't we fire an ice arrow at him? Maybe we can make him slip. And we could also knock him back. I kind of like the idea of knocking him back so that he falls further down the stairs. Just anything to push him further away from anybody that he wants to hit. Basically did nothing. I DM'd you the YouTube address. Jab, thank you very much. So that's the trailer then for Astartes 2. I will look forward to it. Now, I don't see a big reason to move away. So here's human female. Ow. And ow. So I'd rather not hit Shadow Me with a melee attack, because then we get into reeling. I also can't shove her. We found that out. So what if we just hit... Right, because stupid me used the action on... Are they all amorphous? Yes. So... Actually not a whole lot that I can do this turn. We'll just get right in here to make sure that anybody that moves gets a sentinel attack. Okay. Actual Shadowheart is a big... Look at how cool that fog cloud looks up there. I think our best bet is to sort of come around here. Hello to Darkham! Darkham, it's sort of going into evening here. But I hope that you're having a great morning where you are. Let's dash. I really want to get into position, and I'm... There we go. Is there anything cool I can do on my option here? Mass healing word. Nearby allies. Well, we could certainly help out what's-his-face. It looks like that assists everybody except Lae'zel, who... Well, then again, Alyssa doesn't really need it. That feels a little bit like overkill, so we'll just end turn for Shadowheart. All right, back to Alyssa. So Alyssa and Halsin both get to go. We need to reset these odds. This says, I think that's because she's blinded. Yeah, can I stab her with sword? 45%. And then we're going to get that reeling defense. So I think that instead, we're just going to walk out of the fog. Wait, is she also fogged? She's also fogged, so we try to put a stop to Halsin. 70% now. All right, let's Arrow of Acid him. And then a regular shot. Absolutely terrible. And then I think pull back closer to Shadowheart. I'm not eager to give up the high ground. 45% on this person is not great. 25%, why is it only 25% on him? Wow, I'm a terrible saber-toothed tiger. $45% on Shadowheart. The only thing better might be to do the kind of thinking about that. The shred armor on fake Lae'zel, but I don't feel like that would go well. That's 25%. Let's do it on human female again. Okay, human female is not doing well. But I want to see what Darkham has to say. Ow. Darkham says, been a bit busy with work. Work soon, maybe stream after that if I'm not too tired. Work has been really busy. I certainly know what that's like. Too dark and I'm blinded. Or we can come up and hit Shadowheart for 55. The more of them that we kill, the better. Almost any action to take these guys completely out. So 55%. Yeah, I don't have any other skills to go with, so it's exactly what other Lae'zel did. We're mirrored in more than just appearance. So this is new. Flaming Sphere is a level 1 elemental. Kind of difficult to hit with anything other than cold, and I don't have a lot of that. When the sphere is ablaze, it leaves behind a fire surface and deals 2 to 12 fire damage to nearby creatures and objects. So we want to stay clear of that. And here's Shadowheart. Well, I'll tell you what, Shadowheart. Halsin could really use your help, and I'm not even exactly sure where he is. Is that me, Halsin, or the other Halsin? My Halsin is right there, and very close to that. So yeah, Shadowheart, let's... Maybe we don't want to be too close to the sphere, but if we get up here, I feel like now is the time for Healing Word. And then for our action... I'm kind of feeling Spirit Guardians at this point. Blade Ward wouldn't be unpopular, I don't think. Because we could get up on regular Lae'zel. Or fake Lae'zel. Oh, I was kind of assuming Flaming Sphere couldn't move around. Can we... Nope. We'll pull back a little bit. I want to get out of Flaming Spherozoid. Yeah, Flaming Aura. And this Lae'zel, it's only a 50% chance to hit, but hitting her with range is way better than melee. Let's see if we can hamstring her. We took off her Hunter's Mark, which is good. We'll shoot her for one more. And she did get hamstrung, which doesn't always happen.
Enemies afoot.
Okay, if we move away, this Lae'zel gets to hit us, and we know that she's very good at that. Let's go for the Shred Armor, and I'm very aware that we'll... I'd love to knock her prone. 50% on this guy? Let's go for it. Not rolling well. So I do think that we're going to regain hit points. 1 to 8, 3d8. Let's go for 3d8. It's a lot. Oh yeah, Shocking Grasp. Is this against Lae'zel? I hope it is. But she's immune to going prone. Okay. Even with all my preparation, this is just not gonna go well. Let's get out here. I just don't have a lot. I just don't have a lot. Okay, at least we hit those two. So I do think that Evil Shadowheart might bleed out on her turn, and then Evil Human Female is real close to death, but I just don't have the means to get her over the edge. Jab's got to go. Jab, it was great to see you again. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will definitely be checking out that trailer afterwards. Darkham just had our national holiday, 50 hours last week and this week by the looks of it. Is that... Oh, 50 hours of work you did. Yikes. That is a very, very busy week. I hope they give you some time to rest and recuperate after that. She took 0 points from bleeding. Okay. We either heal Paulson or he dies immediately. So we will heal.
Take you.
She's got something. That's her turn. For a bonus, sure. What are we holding on to the healing for if not for a case like this? We've got advantage on her. I don't actually understand why. Oh, I guess she got blinded. Okay. Anything to do that. Let's do a sneak attack ranged. And it's a regular attack ranged.
Nature's fury shall not be checked.
35%. Why is he so bad at this? Hold on. 28% is what he gets with advantage. Go for it. Wow! It actually worked, and now it's up to 64%. And he doesn't have a lot of spell slots left. Let's go for it. We'll take another level 3 spell slot to heal. Lae'zel, can we please finish off this Halsin? I'd love it. I'd really appreciate it. You know what? We're very close to a short rest. Let's go for Soulbreaker. And down goes Evil Halsin. Now, we do have one more... attack. We're gonna spend it on this Lae'zel, and I understand that it's gonna, like, my goal is to kill her, even if it winds up that we get reeling afterwards. Okay, at least we didn't get reeling. Okay, we're silenced, but that's fine. We've basically burned through most of our spell slots. Let's go for this Lae'zel. Sure. 0 points of poison damage. Okay, what am I sick with? I'm sort of holding my stomach here. Oh, because she's silenced. Well, that's fine. You don't need to talk to fire a bow. Okay, down goes fake Lae'zel. And with that, we sort of want to get into a different position to take a different shot next turn.
Whatever may come, I stand ready.
Shred armor.
There shall be no mercy.
And then maul. 2 misses. It was only 40%. I can't hold it against him. Jesus Christ! Alyssa's really good at damage per second. Turns out kind of hard to kill when you don't know where she is either. So I'm pretty sure that evil Shadowheart actually did just die, possibly from the bleeding. Not enough movement. Well, here's what we can do. Get this close and then fire. Really? 9% chance. 12% chance. Nope. I'm sorry, was that 2 critical misses in a row? Miss was a 1. Miss was a 1. 2 1s in a row. I guess it's better there than it would be if you had like a 90% chance to hit. Okay, do I have anything ranged that we can do? How about Sacred Flame? 35%. How about the regular flame? Flame Bolt, or whatever it's called. Did I completely invent this ability? Well, whatever. We'll do this. Oh, she got her! Lae'zel got some inspiration. Hold on, I want to see what the description is. Oh, know thine enemy. Defeat yourself in the Gauntlet of Shar's mirror trial. Oh, I wonder if, like, if she scored the killing blow on herself, if everybody could have gotten that. Okay, the point is we won. Let's get everybody together. And regrettably, our evil selves did not drop a lot of loot. Umbral Gem and Killer's Sweetheart, yeah.
Better take that.
Okay, there we go. Killer's Sweetheart. When you kill a creature, your next attack roll will be a critical hit. Once spent, this effect refreshes after a long rest. So I gotta say, Alyssa legitimately does a lot of the killing. Like, her and Asarian and Karlach, those are the 3 people that are gonna get the most mileage out of that.
Let's move.
Okay, now we will go ahead and use this. Okay. I don't even remember if I saved it afterwards. Wait, I'm so sorry. What now? Affected entity has all ability scores reduced by 3 for attacking a reflection that's not their own. This effect can be applied once more. Apparently I did not look carefully enough at the rules there. Like when I did the examination, I did not know that was a thing. So here's our options: long rest or remove curse. I'm probably gonna go with remove curse. How long is this? Also, since when was it cheating? Like to have like been in the room early was cheating, but just I regret that I didn't know anything about that. Because we haven't even taken a short rest yet. Look at that, we have exactly 3. Let's make sure this works. It does. All right, so we'll probably do that a couple more times here. Okay, here we go. Let's F5 it. Now we know what cutting our wrist does. Oh, this looks like it's literally going to be jumping. So we should probably consider giving Shadowheart like a potion of glorious vaulting, I think it's called. Okay, here's what we'll do. Let's have Lae'zel scout a little bit for us, because she can jump without any glorious vaulting. She has just the most glorious of vaults. That looks extremely painful. Why did that happen? Let's give this a shot. Okay, hold on. Let's go glorious vaulting. Here it is. We will send one of these over to Shadowheart. And I don't actually know how long this is good for. For 10 turns, which is a pretty good amount of time.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Okay, well, what do we need to F5 it for? We're gonna do it or not.
Another bowl bearing the stains of an ancient blood offering.
Kay says she curled up like a dead spider.
Another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shar's initiates. This one would test their ability to navigate her sacred darkness.
I'm concerned that I don't know very much about piercing darkness. I mean, we could hold on. We could give her a potion or a scroll of dark vision, because I do have those as well. All right, let's do it.
Another bowl, another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shar's initiates. This one would test their ability to navigate her sacred darkness.
We must remember where to step, and have faith that she will guide me. I must remember where to step, and have faith that she will guide me.
What? So we can see like little platforms over there, but I have no idea how I would get to them.
Give it a try.
I don't actually know where she's going. I don't get it. We can see darkness platforms over here, but like over here, there's just death. Okay, well, let's try my first plan. Glorious vaulting. And then we're going to jump over here. Wait, what the hell just happened? Okay, then we're gonna go down here. And I'm gonna try just walking off the edge. Okay. We'll try walking off this edge. Let's try walking off of the, like, left side of it. So I'm simply not going to allow the characters to get killed this way, and then I incur a bunch of resurrection costs. I don't even understand what we're doing. Wait, why can I see this much more clearly now? Like, this platform is closer than it was a minute ago. It disappears when you get close. Everybody step back. It disappears when you get close to it. All right, everybody out.
Better get to it.
This is going to be Shadowheart and Shadowheart alone.
Sacred path.
Okay, but we do want that potion of glorious vaulting, and this time we can skip the whole dark vision part of it. Okay, so there's many ways to cheese the shit out of this. I could just take a picture of it with my cell phone. We could take a screenshot, but let's actually try to do it. So if we... Hold on. Oh, no, you can't top down it. That's actually going to make it a little bit more difficult. But, so, let's look. If we go from here, we'll start here. We'll jump to anywhere over here. We'll remember not to go past that line. We'll come back to... This will be our marker here. So we'll go straight out, and then we can walk almost to the edge of that corner. And then we'll go over and then forward until we are... I know it's very dark, but we'll go until the waterfall. We'll go forward until we're center. No, not really center. Yeah, to this corner. And then forward... Oh, boy. To the middle part. Over. And then, like, this part here is going to be... We're going to have to remember to, like, jump over here. And then presumably over there. I don't even think we need the potion of glorious vaulting. I'm going to do my level-headed best. And then if this sucks, I will absolutely just snapshot it with my cell phone. But let's try it legit. We're going to save it right now. And then I think I need to cut my wrist.
Another bowl, another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shar's initiative.
Can you, by the way, can you just use the potion of flight? Can you cheese it that badly? Probably not. Okay, so we want to go about here, straight to just before the waterfall. Now we can come in to this line right here. So we want to go very straight to about here. Okay. Now... How far forward do we go? Shit. Now we can go forward, but I'm trying to remember, is it... I think we can go forward to at least here. And then, was it to this line here? I want to say that it was like to this line right here. Shit. Oh, they give you a little, checkpoint. Okay. Well, we know that we can, like, jump to here. The trouble is, like, I need to see it again. I need to see it again. Okay. So we could go to... Oh, I was too far over. So it's straight in... And then this is where we're on that corner. See, I can also just write down notes. I just feel like... Let's try it at least one more time. And then the cell phones exist. Kay says, I don't think I knew you could even see it slightly from farther away. Kay, I didn't realize it until... Like, we came in the second time, and it was like, wait a second, why can I see more of the maze? And then I realized as I moved closer, the blocks were disappearing. So I discovered it completely by accident. Okay, so now we can go forward to, I want to say it was about here. And then we can go into here. And then straight to, like, about here, I think it was. And then I think we have to go over, like, one square. Fuck. Oh, well, we hit our checkpoint. So, that's okay. But the question is, how much further were we supposed to go? I don't know the rules for when you end up dead. And then it was down to, like, here, I want to say it. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna do the dead part of this. All right. Let's F8. Let me look at it one more time, but if I can't think of a better thing, we'll just... I'm absolutely not above take a picture. Blue Sky's asking, is that on the floor in front of the entrance? Oh, hold on. Oh my god. I didn't even see that. This is much better than cell phone picture. That's exactly it. Holy shit. Okay, thank you for that.
Let's try this way.
You guys, that's not a spoiler, because I was just going to use my cell phone to snap a pic. Okay, so here we go. So we know that we go forward to about here-ish, and then in towards the center. So that puts us here. So now we can move forward to about here. Take a step over one. So now we are here. So now we go forward 2. Right in line with that waterfall. And now we go over 2 so that we're sort of lined up with that. Okay, and now we go forward 3 and then over 1. So 1, 2, 3 should be about here. But I'm going to look because we're going to have more information here. Yeah, it's like, I think that even one more in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can get to like here. And then you go over 1. And then... it's forward another 3. So actually past the edge. Yeah, past this edge. So we can go to like here. This tactical view. If you didn't have this top down, I would not be able to do this. And then over 1, forward 2, over 1, forward until midnight. Wait, am I forward enough? I need to see this. This is as far back as I can scroll. I think I need to go a little bit more farther forward. A little bit more to like here. And then in. Fuck. So, you guys, what controls when you die versus when you just respawn? Because this is, I'd much rather try this a few times and fail as opposed to use cell phone. So from this corner, we'll go forward a little bit, and we've got to try to figure out like something in the world to use as a marker to know how far forward to go. Can I F5 it here? I don't know why that didn't occur to me before this moment. Like, I feel like this is where we're supposed to go in. Like, it's not far, is it? Wouldn't you just tap it forward with your toe? You just, like, feel ahead. And then, yeah, straight from the center, it looks like. But the question is how far forward from the center? It's a pretty good distance. I'd love to be able to use these side corners to, like, mark for distance, but... like, when I was saying forward 3, I'm thinking of them like squares, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. But then we saw that that didn't really work out for me. So we'll go to, like, here. And then jump. No. We'll go here, and then jump. Huzzah! What the fuck? No! You guys, did I not cut my wrist?
The bowl bearing the stain.
I can't believe I forgot to start it.
Lady Shar's initiates.
Oh, you guys, maybe that's the difference between when you respawn versus when you die. Maybe you have to cut your wrist again. Like, you do it if you cut, I think you're cutting your hand or whatever. You cut, and then that gives you a respawn, but then you have to go back and cut your hand again, maybe.
These were said to be sure of foot in even the darkest recesses of Lady Shar's embrace.
Exactly far enough to jump. Okay, there we go.
That's the last one. The inner sanctum is within reach now.
Hold on, I do like seeing the little description here. Wait, no! You guys! Hold on, I don't mean to yell. She got inspired by this? Over the Underdark Fort. Wait, that's not... Wait, okay, no. That's not... The Okay. That's not Last Light Inn. I misread that at first. When it said Salune's protection, I thought it was when we murdered everybody. We didn't murder everybody. When the whole thing went south at Last Light Inn, I thought that's what it was for a second. Oh, that's funny. Solve each of Shar's trials in the Gauntlet of Shar. Oh, there he is. I was looking every other place. Hey, Will.
The shadows are cruel. It would take a miracle for Arabella's mother and father to survive them. Well, lucky for us, we've got a knack for miracles. Let's reunite the girl with her mother and father. She deserves that much.
She does, and now that makes me want to make sure that Will is with us when we do it. I don't remember if we asked him about his mother.
Because there's nothing to tell. She died when I was born. As a boy, my bond with father was too deep to miss the mother I never had. Now, well, I'd be lying if I said I'd never thought about my mother. What life would have been like if she'd lived. Maybe I'd be living in the city. Maybe I'd never have been forced into this cursed pact. But there's no use lingering on maybes. My mind is on the stories of today and tomorrow, not those of yesterday.
I like Will. We've already said this. Yeah, join up.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. I like...
Okay. All right, let's take a look at this whole lever situation. I'm over here. The Sharran provisions are over there. I don't truly know how to get over there, so let's throw this lever first. Okay, so now we know that the lever down there would be the elevator call button. We're gonna go right back downstairs. Oh, we are... Like, this is a straight up exit. Yeah, this takes us all the way out. Okay. And I oddly not to that Sharran elevator. So let's go right back down. But then, so what do you think this other... Again, this is a rhetorical question. What does the other lever handle do? This seems like it's supposed to go into a base someplace. I've played a lot of Resident Evil in my life. Alright, we'll just hold on to it until we find a Nintendo pad to put it into. Nintendo D-pad. So yeah, this presumably... Let's throw this, but I bet you it would just call the elevator if it was up on the higher level. Yeah, it's already here. Alright. Let's see what happens if we try to walk through this. Well, I don't feel like I want any part of what's in here. Like, this is not one of the trials that I know of. It's conceivable that that's where I put my umbral gems, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, why don't we come right the hell back here? We don't need to do this right now. All right, F5, and then let's do it.
No, never mind.
Well, hold on. Let's all group hide.
Careful footwork.
If you guys are aware of like a particular lack of Corvus, I can't get him back until we have a short rest. So I like taking this side first because there's two dudes over here. Okay. Oh, so what are these guys? Oh, they're undead. I don't know if Shadowheart can turn undead if she can't talk. Why don't we find out really quick?
When it comes, I'm ready.
No, she has to be able to pray aloud. But she could do this to turn invisible. That's good to know. Oh, and she can do her invoke duplicity. That could be very helpful. So, aside from that, the only other thing is, do we think that there's any way to break the silence? There it is! The librarian. Silence aura. So, fuck this thing. It's got 32 hit points. What can we do to take it out? It's resistant against most damage, but vulnerable to radiant. So, but we can't really do any radiant damage to it. What's this? Brand the Weak. Give it a shot. I don't know if that would help. Okay, so let's get Lizelle. Down as far as we can.
The mission has to come first.
Shadowheart can maybe jump down here. Karlach gets into position. Hides behind the table for now. They'll never see her. And Alyssa can't do much. I think that if we do this, we're 100%. It's going to start combat, but like, let's do it, because why not? Oh, no, we succeeded the stealth check. That's great. Okay, so end turn.
What comes now?
Keep it low.
Awesome. Okay, so we now get a whole turn. I want to kill that thing. I don't know that we can.
Patience wanes. There is work to do.
Can we brand the weak on this thing? No, we have to be real close. We can't quite get there. Oops. Okay, stop. We're gonna go to...
Ready for some good news.
Karlach. So Karlach can't quite get down there, but she could run up and wallop this guy real bad. Let's... I think we just start combat, because the silence affects them as well. Unless they're, like, immune to silence, because then we're really bad. Cannot be blinded. And sunlight sensitivity. So if we could get a sunlight spell up, that'd be really helpful. All right, so let's do it.
At least
we're gonna get real loud. Well, yeah, no, we're not gonna get closer than this. Let's go ahead and hit him. So I would like to hit this dude with probably an arrow of fire, because it's also gonna burn the books. Why not? shoot him with an arrow of acid. And then that's her turn.
Need to keep focused. What's cooking?
Do you want to rage right now? Let's just do it. Oh, no! Well, because we're not in combat. That's okay. So, go be in combat.
I like this, mate.
Okay, I think we get a full surprise round, but we're going to go back to Karlach. Wait, but does she have no more... Oh, we can dip our weapon. Why is the acid not a... Whatever. So we could do Frenzy, but the problem is she needs to attack this round or else she's also going to lose it. Can we jump? Let's see if we can... Let's use our surprise round to try to get in close to the sphere.
Jimmy on the go.
All right, on our next round, we're going to kick the shit out of that thing. But for now, we got to wait.
I go from here.
Okay, here we've already used our abilities. It's too dark there, but we got a 100% shot on this thing. Let's do it.
This is your end.
I know it's resistant, but if we can kill this thing, then we get our spells back. Then again, maybe so do they. I don't actually know.
My path be true.
And we're going to switch to melee weapons. Oh, and but we could do turn undead if we had voices. Brand the weak. It hardly seems... Well, maybe it is. What does she do? Slashing damage? Sure. Nope, we can't get to it. That's right, I checked that before. Oh, she did it! Awesome. Okay, that was our surprise round, and I think that this thing just gave birth to somebody. I think. It's 90% with disadvantage. How far out are we? Oh, a lot. We'll go 5 meters this way. Still at disadvantage. That's too far away. Alright, we will take our disadvantage shot. And I think just a regular shot for now. Okay, let's frenzy. Okay, no one is silenced anymore. I don't have any bonus actions, so why don't we try to tie this ranged guy up with a big barbarian in his face? Okay, Lae'zel. Can you jump over... We can't quite get there. Can you jump down here? Not without getting pretty hurt. Okay, I'll take it. Awesome. And now we're going to try to get up in this guy's face. All right, we'll shoot our bow at him. That was a 36% shot to hit, and we did it. Also, the bookshelves are trapped, I notice. I do not know Beckoning Darkness. Hold on. Oh no. 2 to 16 necrotic damage if it enters or starts its turn in a lightly or heavily obscured area. Well, I don't feel like we're lightly or heavily obscured where we are. I guess we'll find out. So we can now cast stuff. I think Turn Undead would be awesome. So let's come in as far this way as we can. I'd rather hit 2 than 0, but I'd love to hit 3. And let's do a Turn Undead. That would hit those 2 guys. Let's hit it. Oh, that guy just flipped out and just immediately died. And then that guy had nothing happen to him. We do have a bonus action, but nothing I want to do. All right. I would love... Yeah, actually, just from right where we are, we're going to shoot right past that post and get this guy. And I think... necrotic damage isn't really going to help us against this guy. Let's go for... I really do like my fire arrows. Is he prone? He is prone. Then let's just shoot him some more.
Fight, friend. Bye forever, pal.
Whoops. And Frenzied Strike. Yeah, why not? Oh, so close. Let's just edge around the side. We won't provoke an attack of opportunity, but I want to sort of be in position to run and try to get this guy next turn. Very good. And then we're going to go get cozy with this friend. Get right up on him. Okay, Shadowheart. 70% chance for that, or we could do Sacred Flame, which is 40% chance. I think just a regular hit. I don't know why I did that. Oh, he actually took poison damage. I would have thought that Undead didn't care about that. That's our turn. That's it. She never misses. Like, it almost feels like it's bugged how good Karlach is. Not that I'm complaining. It's just, she's really, really good all of the time.
Close ranks.
Like, there's no combat where you're like, oh man, if only Karlach wasn't here. Oh, this is the combat where Karlach is gonna be a detriment to the team. It's just extremely good.
Victory awaits. Taste my fury.
We got some lucky rolls on that combat, but no, that did great. I was concerned that releasing the silence was a trap. That it was like this really central, obvious thing that you could do to remove the silence. And I was secretly worried that when I did that, it was going to uncork all of their, like, most devastating attacks or something. Your tongue may claim to have complete faith in Lady Shar, but does your heart follow suit? Dare you trust your instincts and navigate her sacred darkness with only your faith to protect you? For those who believe, the darkness is a holy path that leads to the Night Singer's embrace. For those of weak faith, it shall become hungry, pitiless maw, intent on swallowing you whole. Tread only where Lady Shar bids you to, and you shall have nothing to fear. We'll pick it up. It'll probably wind up selling that later, but I feel like Shadowheart is super into this stuff. Oh, wow. I need to adjust the timer. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that we hadn't taken that off yet. What can silence the night song? Only the night singer herself, Shar, mistress of the night, lady of loss. Her names are many, but her purpose is simplicity itself. Light was a mistake, and life is an illusion, a discordant song composed of lies, breaking the peace of oblivion. Put your faith in Shar as your champion. Allow her to silence the false song in your heart and return you to her embrace. Nothingness is all you need, the eternal womb where you are safe in the darkness with Mother Shar. I feel like there'll be time enough for that later.
Seems simple enough.
A dense tome written in elegant script outlining the teachings of Shar. Lost teaches us the truth. In its void are we our purest expressions of ourselves. There's nothing nobler than to forget and to surrender oneself to the darkness. For that little grief that gets us there, the Dark Lady rewards us with the night's eternal embrace. Just pick that up, but we'll pick it up.
Might be useful.
Tome of the Selfsame Trial. I wonder if this explains what I did wrong. Hold on, I'm legitimately curious. A dusty tome advising Sharran initiates on how to please the Night Singer by succeeding the selfsame trial. Initiates must ensure they defeat their own mirror image. Any violence meted out to others will be penalized. Thank you for the update on the rules. That's really helpful. Guess I should have come past the trial to the library first and read all about it.
Can't afford to stay idle.
The final sacrifice of the Moon Daughter. It is said that the sacred spear was once wielded by the Night Singer herself and now awaits her chosen champion. The elders have placed it in a secret place, safe until its intended wielder discovers it. With it in hand, a final sacrifice can be made at last, and the foul moon with saloon shall weep. The foul moon with saloon shall weep bitter tears and forsake her misguided followers. But let no ambitious of the night. What? Let no ambitious of the night be tempted to seize the spear for themselves, unbidden, for they shall find it an inert bauble, stripped of its holy purpose. Let all of Shar's children be honored to protect the sacred instrument. When the time comes, they shall know they aided the progress of Lady Shar's destined warrior and helped usher in a return of the endless ecstasy of oblivion. Oh, we could go pray to Shar. It's been a minute since we did that. Let's go back. I wonder if now Shar is going to be more impressed with Shadowheart. Because she has 3 of the Umbral gems. Like, she's literally carrying them. Wait, stop! What is this? Stop, what is this? Where did these guys come from? Oh, right. These are the dudes. They're not our enemies currently. We're going to wind up fighting them later. Offer prayer and devotion to the Dark Lady.
Your prayers fade away. Nothing comes to you in return. Your efforts must be inadequate. You must do more to please Shar going forward.
So I can try this now. Like, she seems to be fully into it. I was hesitant to do this until I explored more. I feel like we're gonna hit it. Silently swear your body and soul to Shar. Give yourself over entirely, because that's literally what one of the books said that you should do. All right, let's add a bonus. Alright, come on, big religion.
The faintest sensation of approval quickens your heart. A hard-won blessing from your mistress.
Affected entity is resistant to necrotic damage until your next long rest. Okay, well, we've got a little bit of time since then. We got a few long rests coming up. But that, unfortunately, did not answer my next question about... We did the challenges, which seems like the hard part, and now it's just like... So we could probably take this away now. Oh, now suddenly I can walk onto it? Okay.
The disc is moving. One step closer to finishing Lady Shar's gauntlet.
So this is why I was calling it the Sharran elevator, and this is where we came down. Oh, there! Right there! Okay, It's fine. Here we are. Let me look at the plaque first. Casabella's Thursday was
Spill the
good.
blood of Selûne and rise a warrior of Shar.
Alright, these I know what to do. If one of these was supposed to... Oops. If one of these was supposed to be the one that silenced the night song, then I guess I won't get to do that. The path to the inner sanctum is open. The relic lies just ahead. Sent his trusted servant Balthazar to the Thorm Mausoleum to retrieve the Night Song. We found the abandoned Temple of Shar under the Thorm Mausoleum. The Night Song must be within. We really want to find her parents and find Zevlor. Alright.
This must be where initiates undertook their final preparations. The end is near.
Deliver the Night Mother's mercy upon her enemies.
Do not falter now.
Trust your secrets to the night.
Descend.
Shroud yourself in blackest night.
Rise again. And dark justice
I will not fail you, my lady.
Okay, so I feel like this is a journey that Shadowheart needs to make alone. I have no idea if I'm doing the right thing. It is possible that this is the course of action that makes Shadowheart the final boss of the game. Well, this feels like everybody goes, though. The Shadowfell entrance.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shar's grace did we even make it this far.
We're not doing this. Leave her to her prayers. What am I going to interrupt this for?
There is something I need before we continue. The Spear of Night. We can find it in the library.
Yeah, you could have brought this up earlier. You just learned that while praying?
Lady Shar. She came to me as I prayed. She told me what needs to be done.
Alright, back to the library.
Good. Somewhere in the library there should be an image of my lady that we can shroud in darkness. The spear should reveal itself. I'm glad you changed your mind. Otherwise that would have been the end for us. I don't want it to be the end.
Lady, I'm here for you. I didn't change my mind about anything. You said this is what we do next, we do this next. After praying to Shar, Shadowheart told us that she must retrieve a weapon called the Spear of Night from the Silent Library before she goes any farther. Otherwise, she'll be unable to become a Dark Justiciar. Alright, well, we know that we can teleport back there. I feel like it's that. I feel like it's gotta be... turn that off. Well, let's start simple. Let's have Shadowheart throw some water at it. Oh, she's got some.
I know what to do.
Okay, that made it dark. It doesn't really explain anything currently.
What can silence the night song?
Well, we know it's not the Umbral Gems because she gave us the clue after we came in here, and I don't know. The note that we found on this guy suggested that it's going to be in the pages of the books. It feels like it could be any of the books, except also... none of these books seem like they would be... We could put in literally the book that talks about silencing the night song. Let's do that. Is it this one?
There's no time to waste.
I just want to make sure this is the right one. Yeah, let's put in the book. What can silence the night song? Here's a book that details it. It seems so dumb. I refuse to answer the question. Let me Google that for you. You hand them the book. Oh my god. I don't think I was ever going to get there. I honestly don't. I thought that the book was the clue that was supposed to lead me to it, not the answer. What can silence the night song? I don't know, man. Here's a whole book on the topic. Why don't you read it? But hold on. I think that we're not supposed to take this yet. I don't want to overthink it, but she said that we were supposed to cover the picture of Lady Shar in darkness. So let me look around first.
Shroud yourself in blackest night.
Yeah.
Worth a try.
Deliver the Night Mother's mercy upon her enemies.
Well, I'm working on that part. So there's like moon or something coming in, but at least we could try to turn that off.
Right, better get to it.
I have no idea. Like, it doesn't seem dark at all. It seems like there's a big gaping hole in the ceiling. Okay, let's touch this, and maybe this is enough. If Shar allows it, use this spear to kill Nightsong. Uh-oh. Oh, right. We're supposed to take the spear and then go down into where the Nightsong is. So maybe I do take it? I'm just... Oh, hold on. That seems pretty cool. Can we put that on first? Maybe shroud yourself in blackest night is... You want to be wearing the right thing. Ooh. Shar's aspect winds its way through the patterns and pauldrons of this half-plate, and any light cast nearby seems to almost quiver away from it, afraid. For even the light knows that the clank of this armor is swiftly followed by a dark Justiciar silent blade. So it's medium armor, which she can wear. It's also possible that, like, it's upset that she has this light mace. So why don't we switch out for her? Oh, but then again, this still works, doesn't it? Let me just put that away for a second. So she doesn't have any light at all on her. Okay, I don't know, you guys. We're just gonna grab it.
This has to be it. This has to be the Spear of Night. The weapon Lady Shar bid me to wield.
I don't know, man. Again, I'm concerned that I'm overthinking it, but it was like, well, if you don't take it in the right way, it's just gonna be trash. You're getting the version of the spear that's made out of styrofoam. And we're gonna go to... Okay.
The party is gathered. You are ready. Or so you hope.
Depending on your choices, the state of the region could change and some active quests may become unavailable. No, because that means we can't do it. Here's the thing. I need to go find Alondra's parents. I don't want to proceed until we've done that. So Shadowheart is just gonna have to sit for a minute. We can always fast travel back here after we find her parents, but among the various things that I don't want to leave undone, like, she came to our camp and said, you know, I'll trust you to go find my parents, and I don't know what this is going to do, and I don't want to know what this is going to do, but we're going to set things right before we do it. So, unfortunately, that then means that this is probably the best possible place to call it for this episode. So the goal for the next episode is going to be find her parents. And the bummer is I don't actually know where to look, because I thought that they might be in the graveyard. That's where she was trying to get into at the time. But the graveyard led us here, so I got to go figure out what else to do. And also, by the way, we have to talk to Raphael about the fact that we defeated the Orthon. I don't know if that happens in this act, or maybe that comes up a little bit later. And we have to go talk with the Necromancer guy about, here's what we've done. Yeah, we'll probably do that next episode. Okay, yeah, so next episode we'll go talk to the Necromancer in the Mausoleum, and we'll say, okay, we beat the Orthon. That'll probably be a fight against that guy, because there's no way we're going to have an amicable parting with Captain Corpse, especially after we killed Fleshy. So we'll do that, and then we're going to try to find her parents. And now that I'm talking it out aloud, I'm suddenly a little bit afraid that we're going to discover that her parents have been caught by the Necromancer. Because that's where she was trying to get into. She was trying to get to the Mausoleum. Please don't answer any of these questions. I'm spinning out the worst possible version of this story right now. And until next time, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.